Market conditions remaining bullish in this bull market, now with a bull market rank of 26.78, continuing to see momentum moving towards that upside, now up in that extreme zone. Also seeing a nice pop in breadth that we've been talking about, now also back up in that bullish location, seeing some additional momentum there. We've seen that have a big pop here recently with an inclusion of more small cap names, also seeing sentiment towards the upper end of that move here. The last couple of days, we've seen buy-sell ratio really spike as we're seeing more broad-based participation, particularly in the Russell 2000 type names. Smaller and mid-cap type names are now also trending towards that upside. So we get this big spike here, really wide, almost 5-to-1 right now. So getting really solid breadth here in this move that we've had just this last couple of days. S&P 500 price pattern here. We're in the upper end of this range and watching for potential retracement zones of around this low point, around that maybe 556, 557. That's in the shorter term. That 550, if we were to have any kind of a deeper retracement, we're slightly in that extreme area, but nothing super intense at this point. We're seeing really continuation. We're seeing movement across the board in all markets. Let's take a quick look at bonds here. The long-term bond, seeing it pull back just a little bit. Still some resistance around that $94 level, and also SHY, which did have a big move, a little stronger move than TLT. Also constructively bullish for stocks and for the economy. That's what we want to see. Is we want to see bonds moving higher, which means interest rates will be moving lower. Here's another look at that Russell 2000, just having a really big spike here in the last 3 days as risk takers are looking for additional types of stocks, and this kind of stock is now falling into that zone, which is really what we wanted to see. And so the rally is not specifically focused on the top 10 or 20 companies, getting a little more broad-based move. Let's jump over and look at sectors. Also seeing really some improvement there as well. Almost everything in the upside and in that buy zone. Only a couple down here in that hold range. One other thing here on your ETFs, when you have consumer goods or any of these stocks, you want to see which names are inside of those stocks. So this consumer goods is continuing to fall. If we take a look at news, go out to news and then go to holdings right here. This is going to show you the top 10 holdings that are kind of causing that sector, that consumer staples, to drop. So you got Procter & Gamble, Coke, Pepsi, Philip Morris, just to give you a little bit of another idea of where money is moving and the kinds of names that are included in some of those ETFs as well. Let's jump over to commodities. Gold, continuing to see it retest those upper levels, all-time highs here, and getting a little bit of a retracement there yesterday. Not a whole lot. We'll keep an eye on gold and see if we get some follow-through and get a breakout of that 225 range. Also seeing silver continue to be strong, and oil, take a quick look here. It's finding a little bit of a bottoming tail bar there around that 79.65 range. So watch to see if we get some continued support here in oil. The muscle stocks group seeing some Bitcoin names and cryptocurrency names coming back in. MicroStrategy, a big 15% move, and also AIYE, which is also, it's not a crypto stock, but it's in that tech space, a newer technology for essentially for disability surfing on the web. Interesting name, interesting stock, finding some momentum here as well, and a good solid confirmation bar, increasing volume, and other names there as well that are of note. You're seeing Robinhood, which is symbol HOOD, also seeing a nice confirmation bar, increasing volume in the momentum zone. That's a nice setup there as well. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.